here are the keybinds that you should change right now. First keybind that we want to look at is check time and exits. Currently, the default is check time is press O and check time and exits is double tap O. I found myself more often than not always having to double tap O just to get the information that I'm looking for on a regular basis. Instead, what I've done is I went ahead and changed check time and exits to be O on the first press, regular check time just to be double tap. The next one is going to save you some mags. There is scenarios in which you'd want to use this on a regular basis, but I really haven't found myself using them often. And that is emergency weapon reload. So I moved this all the way over to backslash with a double click, but I found myself dropping mags and just losing mags all the time in raid because I would panic and hit R too fast, try and get a reload off. Because generally when you're trying to reload in a gunfight, you're kind of a little bit hyped. Right below emergency reload, we're going to look at drop backpack. Currently, drop backpack should be bound to double tapping a Z. I moved this to be a press button and a combination that I wouldn't be pressing for any other reason except for to drop my backpack. Usually when I'm trying to drop my backpack, it's because I'm trying to quickly get rid of some weight to take a fight. And I don't want to be mucking around pressing Z twice, not having to register the double press, having to press it a bunch of times just to get it to fire off. This next one is going to be our first multi-key combination. And this is to help with fixing any kind of malfunction that you have on your weapon. So the first change that we need to make is the check chamber fix malfunction key. I set that to H, and then I changed the press type to release. After that, we're going to scroll down to inspect current weapon, and we're going to change that also to H, and we're going to put that as continuous. And what this is going to allow us to do is when you see the little red pop up in the bottom right saying that you have a malfunction, you're going to hold down H. As soon as it tells you what kind of malfunction that is, you release and it will fix that malfunction. If you're in the middle of a fight or you're having some other issues going on, you can actually hold down H, get the inspection off, and release it before it's ready, and then hit H again to get it to actually fix the malfunction. Now for the second multi-key, we're going to go ahead and scroll down until we find slot 4 and slot 5. Slot 4 already has the default keybind of 4 on press. What we're going to change is slot 5 to also be 4, but we're going to put that on release. And what this is going to let us do is hotkey prioritized meds. So we can set a heavy bleed med to 4, and then on release, we can set our healing med to 5. We only have to hit one key to perform any kind of quick medding action that we need. All right, next up, discard. This key is often overlooked by a lot of newer players. They can't fathom why they would need to throw things on the ground. But more often than not, I find myself discarding tons of things as fast as possible to be able to get the loot that I want into my backpack. The default key for discard is delete, all the way on the other side of the keyboard. By moving this to control and space, I'm able to keep my hand on the keyboard and one hand on the mouse, and then mouse over objects and hit control and space to rapidly get rid of them. And finally, the last key that I change, and this is highly dependent on your setup, is hold breath. By default, this is left alt. By default, left alt plus right click changes your sights. So I don't know about you, but when I'm sighted in trying to shoot somebody at range, I don't want my character randomly breathing and not breathing. Thanks for watching this quick video on fixing your hotkeys for Tarkov. If you learned something new, please let me know by hitting that like button. If you're interested in improving your gameplay, making rubles, and other Tarkov related things, start now by subscribing. And also, check out this helpful video here on tools for Tarkov.